Moments from now, the setting is Detroit, the Motor City. The Bulls taking on the Pistons. For Chicago, they are fired.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And in our game tonight, we've got the Chicago Bulls against the Pistons in Detroit. Wins have been few and far between of late for the Pistons. They're in a little bit of a skid now. There's no other way to put it. Whatever momentum they may have had early in the season has gone away here as we've reached the midway point. And big man Wendell Carter Jr. playing in this one. A lot to like about this kid, Kenny. Who does his game remind you of?
He's got a little Al Horford in him. You know, solid, can do multiple things, handle the ball, shoot the ball, you know, played at a high level in college, you know, well-rounded.
There's some old school, some new school to his game. Solid.
Solid, means he's really solid.
That means he's a cornerstone piece to the puzzle.
Okay. Oh, that does it for us. That's what I wanted to hear. Kevin Harlan has the call. We'll see you later.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You take a look at Rose. He'll be a starter if things stay the way they are now. He's sitting at the 4th position in the Eastern Conference voting.
And I hope they do stay that way. He's been so good this season. It really would be a shame if he missed out on a spot in the starting 5 for the East.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Valentine out there with D. And it's Adams in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Pistons, we've got Wood. Rose is out there with Brown. Then there's Maker. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 3. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. The pride is involved, and it's about your standings in the conference. And also, it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, you know, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in L.A. and say, hey, we're the best right now.
Just 5 to shoot. Brown the pass to Rose.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 2008, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
This is his first free throw of the game.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
And both free throws good for Rose.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Here's D. Rebound, Detroit. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
Well, the rebounding numbers weren't even close. I mean, if that was a boxing match on the glass, they would have stopped that fight a long time ago.
And White kicks to Levine. To the middle. Here's D. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Oh, you'd like to see a stronger pick than that, but it turns out he didn't need the help.
D's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Dwayne Casey. There's no question this team can shoot the ball. That's the philosophy he's instilled here. The long-range shooters they've got, he wants them to move the ball from one side of the floor to the other. And then take that first open look that's available. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. Rose passes to Brown. Basket counts.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
The Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Passes it to Valentine. Here's Levine. Coming off a solid outing against Indiana. Here's D. Adams trying to free himself up. No good from D. A second chance effort. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Rose. Here's Maker. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
At 7'1", you got to box out Maker because he's capable of burning you on the offensive glass.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. No good from D.
He's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
To the inside, and the dunk by Maker.
Showing he has some touch. Now for Maker, it's more about adding the muscle so he can become more dangerous.
Levine feeling it out a bit. Whoops, they pick off the pass. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Brown's got his second bucket tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Bean passes to D. That one goes. Count it.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Rose against White. Rose goes in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Bulls trail by 7.
Very rich history for Detroit Pistons. They've been a part of the sports scene in Detroit since 1957, and they have 3 championships to their name. One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Well, you look back at the title teams for the Pistons. There were a lot of them. Chris, which team was your favorite?
Oh, man. Well, growing up in Detroit, I'd have to go back to the Bad Boys in 89, 90, just watching them get through Boston. Then, dominate the Bulls of that time. They went back-to-back winning championships. That was incredible. And it was something special, though, about my boys in the 2014. She, Ben Wallace, Rip, those guys. That was fun to watch as well.
Going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Markkanen comes in for D. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And Satoransky's subbed in for White. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And that sends Blake Griffin to the... So it's both teams making substitutions here. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's D, 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys. Chris, you almost forget just how big Griffin is because of how smoothly he can facilitate for others.
Yeah, Kevin, and I hate when people say he's a good passer for a big man. I mean, what type of caveat is that? He's just a good passer. He has great vision, superb timing, and that's why he's always been near the top in assists for bigs.
We've got Maker. Kennard is out there with Rose. And it's Wood in at the power forward position. That's the group for Detroit right now.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 4th assist in this one. White against Rose. White the pass to D. When it comes to offensive rebounding, who does the best job of creating second chance opportunities now?
Oh, it's 2 names, Andre Drummond, Steven Adams. And the toughest part about it is, as a defender, you don't only have to worry about guarding your man, going over and helping, but then you have to worry about guys that are just hanging out in the rebound painted area, just waiting for their turn. And so it takes the wind out of you, it tires you out, but also the mental focus that game is all over the place, because no matter what you're doing, you always have to come back to the thought, oh no, now box out because this guy's a beast on the board.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, D in that last outing against the Pacers was terrific. He had 42 points and worked hard on defense, recording a number of blocked shots and steals as well. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Yeah, Greg, it's all about getting into a comfort zone early. When he does that, he can be very difficult to contain the rest of the way.
Kennard kicks to Rose. Kennard, the pass to Maker. For the three, Wood with the bucket. Wood's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pistons.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Down low, it's stolen. To the middle. And the basket by Rose. Rose has got 4 points this quarter.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips and all of a sudden you're locked in.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Adams comes in for Luke Cornett. And Levine subbed in for Murray. Here's D. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Rose passes to Maker. Pass to Mikhailuk. And stolen by Valentine. White dishes to Valentine. Floats one, and he lays it up and in. Valentine's got his first points of the game.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Kennard, the pass to Maker. Here's Mikhailuk. Fires the three. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Levine. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
The Bulls have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Valentine. And Zedaransky subbed in for White. Here's McCray. He's got 5. Pass to Griffin. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. And the Bulls making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. So it's Detroit now. At one point, they led by 16. Shot clock at 5. It's deflected. They recover it. And so Zedaransky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. It's a 10-point game. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And as long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away.
Rose looking around. The Basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
And the quickness and acceleration of Derrick Rose, even with a simple dribble move, he can leave defenders stuck to the floor.
Levine passes to D. Bucket is good. D's got 12 now in this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Brown outside. And the pass to McCray. It's tipped. In transition, here come the Bulls. And Levine with the slam.
Got to give Levine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
Here's Rose. He's got 10. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Griffin. Offline with his 3. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 14-4 run. Back to Satoransky. To the paint. Here's D. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pistons lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks. Dwayne, you're ahead. How do you keep this up for the rest of the game?
Well, maintain the disposition. I think we got to have a tough mental disposition against this team because they're going to keep playing. They know how to play the physical game. We did a good job in that half. We've got to maintain that.
Okay, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Yeah, Jay, this was a huge bonus for this team. I mean, they weren't expecting it, but they will absolutely take it.
And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Adams is out there with D. And it's Valentine, and at the 3, the small forward. The NBA will play a regular season game in Paris for the first time. Hornets and Bucks. Chris, you're planning to be there for that, aren't you?
Such a beautiful city. Can't wait. And think about all our players from France that are here now that are doing such great things in the NBA. It's going to be awesome for them to get to go home and do it in front of their families.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Bulls have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit. Pistons leading by 3. Rose with the ball. Here's Mikhailuk. Outside Rose. Clock at 4. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Rose has got 14.
And Rose, so dangerous coming off the pick. All he needs is a half step, and he can do the rest.
White drives in. Goes back up. It's tipped. Pass to Mikhailuk. Lets it go from deep. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 5th assist in this one. Levine kicks to White. Pass to Valentine. Back to White. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
White against Rose. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. You gotta love it.
John Henson's checked in for thought. Bulls trail by 4. Outside, Levine. The pass to D. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. D's got 26 points.
The defense is aggressive on him, but when you're giving up that much height, there's only so much you can do.
A nice shot by Griffin.
Oh, wow. Capable of scoring in many different ways. As soon as Griffin catches fire, he's hard to put out.
The shot by Satoransky, no good. Detroit leading by 4. Here's Rose. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. Now to get the whole team pumped up.
Here's Satoransky. Drops it in from 11 feet. Satoransky's got his second basket of the night. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Inside. And then Griffin with the dunk.
You have to keep this man out of the paint. Griffin, professional poster maker.
Satoransky against Rose. Valentine passes to Markkanen. And here is Satoransky. Passes to D. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Oh, he's decent at defending the basket. The key for Griffin is remaining engaged and active on this end.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Derrick Rose. Griffin is out there with Maker, and it's Kennard in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Luke can't get it to go.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Here's Valentine. The shot misses.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Unloads from 13. That shot by Griffin, no good. Bulls trail by 4. Left side, Levine. He kicks to Valentine. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now the feed to Maker. Pass to Griffin. Rebounded by D. D's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
That's just unreal concentration from Levine. Accepting the hit and finding a way to work through it.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Out to the wing. That's tipped. White the pass to Levine. In, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for the Pistons. Griffin kicks to Rose. Rose double teamed. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Griffin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And guys, one thing that has been interesting to see since Blake Griffin came to Detroit is how he's developed as a leader, has come into his own with how he takes responsibility for the team's play.
And with Griffin, you look at his time on the Clippers, and for most of his career, he was more of a second. Wow, hammering it in!
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Yeah, Greg, there's no panic in them. I mean, staring at a big deficit, they still kept their poise and went to work.
Rose with the ball. Now guarded by D. Puts it up. Griffin can't get it to go in.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
White the pass to D. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop. And now a 5-point Bulls lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Double team on Rose. Kicks it to Brown. Back to Rose. Right side Griffin. Puts one up from 19. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Buries it from three-point range.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Rose passes to Griffin. To stop the run. Rebound by the Bulls. D's got 13 rebounds in the game. Oh!
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In perfect timing, with a small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Christian Woods checked in for Blake Griffin. Adams, he's checked in for Chicago. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Dwayne Casey went over with his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Here's McCareer. Over Valentine. McCareer can't get it to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's D. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. D's got the lead up to 12 now for Chicago. White against Rose. Pass to McCareer. Brown outside. Clock at 6. From deep. Rebound by the Bulls. D's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Here's White. Rebound by the Pistons. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Rose. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
To the middle. Here's D. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Rose against White. Rose in the post. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
It's blocked, and he's able to get it back. No good from D.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Brown wide open. He fires. Poke loose. Adams brings the double team. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Bulls.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for D.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And there's the pass to Wood. He dishes it to Rose. It doesn't go for him. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Outside, White. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The shot's good from D.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Brown the pass to Maker. Jacks up a 3. He can't get that one to fall. Outside, White. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for watching the NBA Sports. We'll see you next time.
Hey, yo, listen up. Game ball. Gotta give it to this absolute beast right here who pretty much did what he wanted to tonight. Nice work. Keep it up.
Good job, man.